Hello, my wonderful people, my viewers and subscribers all over the world. I have come again. I have landed like a Land Rover. You get the point now, eh? I am that your broadcaster with a difference. Not minding the obstacles, not minding the challenges we are facing in Nigeria. And I still do what I got to do to make sure that people who don't know what is happening get to have an idea of what we are passing through in this so-called Nigeria country. But that was not even what brought me here. What brought me here this morning is to make my people happy and also give us this breaking news that we have this morning for our Biafran brothers and sisters, both home and abroad. Whether you are locally or internationally, please tighten your seatbelt too, because we have enough on our stock to give to our viewers and also our subscribers, those who love what we are doing and those one who are in one way or the other supporting this ministry. May the Almighty Chukwuka bless us all and provide for us in every point of our need. That is my prayers for all my fans this morning. Remember, I always pray for my fans because without them, there be nothing like Okute Daily Talk. You people have made this journey a fantastic one. So may the Chukwuka continue to bless us all as we embark on this morning devotion of our news today. If you are not subscribed to my channel and you are hearing my voice, please endeavor to do that anytime soon. No, it is not by force, so it is by choice. Okay? Because without you, there will be no Daily Talk, and without me, there will be no my kind of news for you, because everyone have their own way of giving their news or broadcasting their news. So I have my own way. Some people love it and some people also don't like it. That whatever you are doing in this life, it is not by force that everybody must like you or accept your own way of doing things. So you got to do what you got to do. Live for living sake. Live not to impress anybody but to impress yourself, because you cannot how do they used to say it? You cannot please everybody, and at the end you displace yourself, because that is not what we want in this 2023 that we are into. So let us move straight into the business of this very day. Please tighten your seatbelt, because we are about to take off. If you never hear my voice before and this is your first time and you are still wondering who is here, I still remain Okute Daily Talk, okay? Speaker and also the broadcaster with a very great difference. You get the point now? Motherland warriors are sponsored criminals, impersonators to blackmail ESN and IPOB. That is what I brought to us this morning. So be rest assured that the news that you are going to hear from my mouth this morning will be that of Biafran and some Mpagara Nigeria. You know, there is an important news that always come from Nigerian country that we need to be hearing in Biafra land, so that we will know how to make our own moves and we will know how to arrange our own country, which is a Biafra country. You get the point now? IPOB youth wing does not exist. Any group parading themselves as such are sponsored criminals. This letter is coming from the IPOB in general. So let us take each one after the other. After that, then we are going to do more of expansion and also give more life and meanings into it. So please, we are about to take off. Do not touch the dial. IPOB and ESN operatives don't indulge in such cowardice and political torture and assassination threats. Make gonna hear very well, so that not tomorrow, whatever that happens now, you people will be calling IPOB or ESN. There are some group of people who have single-handedly bring themselves to make sure that they want this movement. I mean, this Biafran restoration movement, and that is the people we are bringing to the limelight for people to know. Not everything is IPOB or ESN. There are some group of people out there which have been sponsored by the enemies of Biafra land, so that they will keep on causing havocs in every areas of Biafra land, in any area that they see or they feel that it is more necessary for them to distract us from the main issue. So please, let us hear the news in details. We are warning Chocho and his gang to stop using IPOB and ESN operatives names again in the 2023. We cannot afford to allow them to use ESN name in their criminal activities this year, which is 2023. IPOB is a peaceful movement, and it is not in our DNA to go after people who are not our enemies. But if you have sold your soul to the devil and have become a tool in the hands of our enemies against innocent Biafrans, and the struggle, then you have made yourself a target of ESN and IPOB Impersonating ESN is highly prohibited with a capital punishment penalty. If ESN catches you impersonating them, you will have yourself to be blamed, according to the news. This one is not me. Go to nigerianews.com. You can find this news. Also, biafrannews.com. You also find this very news. Or Biafran Post, Biafran Herald, and whatsoever the news is there. You get it? You don't get it, then forget it. That is why we are calling on every state-sponsored gang to stop linking the sacred name of ESN to their criminality or first capital punishment. This one is coming from Comrade Ima Powerful, Media and Publicity Secretary for IPOB in general. So if you have anything to say, or if you do not agree with Ima Powerful, please drop it at the comment section. No abuses, okay? No abuses. What I'm doing here is to make sure that I bring to us the news that some people are finding it very difficult to read. Just like in those days when I was in school, I am one of the poorest readers we have in class. So some people, not that they don't know how to read, but they are too lazy to read. So that is why we are converting this main news that you're supposed to read into a video. That whatever you are doing, even in your class, whatever you are doing, your work in your offices, you can as well use your AirPod or your earphone and be listening to the news while you go about your daily businesses or daily activities. You get the point now? IPOB Youth Wing does nothing of such, according to this news coming from IPOB in general. So anyone coming to you and tell you, oh, there's an IPOB wing somewhere else, please disregard such information because it is not true. You get the point now? So let us see and also hear the full details of this IPOB wing of 18. The attention of the global family and movement of indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, under the command and leadership of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Okechukwu Kanu, has been drawn to the criminal Ndubisi Igwekala, alias Agu Biafra, who is claiming to be a leader and president of IPOB Youth Wing. We want the public, or we want the general public and the good people of Biafra to know that there is no unit or department called IPOB Youth Wing in IPOB structure. So this is one of the problems that we are having in this struggle of Biafra restoration, because we have had a lot of wings. Some people say they are autopilots, some people say they are manual pilots, some people will come out and claim that they are the main Biafran agitating. And at least I think we have another one called Added Nation League, BNL, Biafran Nation League, BNL. That one also is another faction of the struggle. So tell me, how will the international community take us serious, whereby we have never come out to speak this in one mind? Let's take a Yoruba nation as an example. That we have a Yoruba nation, right? And they are also agitating. How many groups of Yoruba agitators can you see out there, or can blatantly come out and tell you that I am autopilot and this one is manual pilot in that same struggle, and still you want people to listen to you? Anyhow, that divide itself can never stand. That is the area we are lacking in this struggle. Not that I'm condemning the struggle. I am not condemning the struggle, but I am condemning the people who have used this struggle mischievously. I mean, to achieve their whatever, or they are using it as their stomach infrastructures. Yes, because this one will come out now and tell you that I am the leader of the youth, and this one is a leader of adult. This one is autopilot, and this one is manual pilot by Biafran Nation League and the Biafran Champions League. All these things is still the same, boil down to still the same Biafra. So please, my dear people, let us speak with one mind in this struggle, so that whenever we are seeking for attention of the international community, if they will listen, or anyone that cares to listen to this our plight of the Biafra restoration, so that they will be able to say, let us listen to these people, that they are speaking with one mind. But this one, this system of my brother, it won't help also. My sister, it won't help also. So please, let us restore our dignity. United we stand, and divided we fall. A word is enough for the wise. So let us be wise, and let us be updated, because if you fail to be informed, you will be do what? You will be deformed, according to this role you go. This one na crime, I beg, make another finish me, because my own English na cut and join. Whichever way it is, at least you are hearing the news where they bring. I want to use this opportunity to correct this impression. One boy, or one man, I don't know the person, I don't know whether it's a man or a boy, came to my comment section and said that my voice looked like that of a frog. And I was wondering why some people cannot even appreciate anything in this life. Somebody will just come out and hate you for no reason. If you say that my voice is as cracked as frog, then what are you going to say about Nyesom Wike? But people listen to him, understand him, cheer him, and even give him awards. Yet, because he's among the power that be. And me, you have seen me as an ordinary Nigeria or a fulefu. That is why my voice has become a taboo to your ear. Whoever that is doing this, well, I have nothing against you, and I cannot say any bad word against you. The only thing I have to tell you is repent. If you feel that my voice is not that good for you to listen to me, please put your own voice on recording, and I will listen to it. And I will also do what? Encourage you. There's nothing stop you from encouraging somebody. Oh, my dear, this thing you are doing now, you are trying, but look at the area you have to improve. No, that is how we keep saying Igbo love themselves. Where are the love? That is how you keep on sabotaging our own brothers and sisters. Instead of you to encourage your brother, your sister, your friend, the only thing you can do is to do what? Is to cascade them and make them to lose focus on whatever they are doing. But let me tell you, my dear, you are too small. I can never lose focus as long as this media of 18 is concerned. Me? No. I have seen worse than what you said, but I can never lose focus. So, if you are saying my voice is crack, my dear, so go and visit Nyesom Wike. You will get the point very well. So this man and his co-conspirators may have been contracted by our enemies to form another unknown government group in the name of IPOB to demonize IPOB. The Mazi Ndubisi Igwekala. Oh, everybody now is answering Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Mazi Simon Ekpa. This one now is Mazi Ndubisi Igwekala. The self-claimed IPOB youth president should tell the public who created and appointed him as IPOB youth president. Okay, now, Ndubisi Igwekala, alias Biafra, is a former MASOB member sacked by the leadership of the group because of his criminal activities in MASOB. If he thinks he can use the hallowed name of IPOB to continue his criminal activities, then he will go down with his evil agenda. Anybody who knows this criminal should advise him to stay away from his evil agenda, because if IPOB catches him, he will have himself to be blamed. In the other news, IPOB has no group called IPOB Youth Wing, and we can never have such until Biafra comes. IPOB is IPOB with no attachment of any sort. Either you are IPOB or you are not. Anybody impersonating IPOB with whatever name is a traitor and must be treated as such. Mazi Ndubisi Igwekala is about to create another criminal gang in the southeast. The more we try to stop one criminal group impersonating IPOB and ESN, the more our enemies are sponsoring other criminal groups to use ESN and IPOB names to perpetrate crimes to blackmail IPOB. But for me, nobody is sponsoring them. Nobody is sponsoring them. We know ourselves. We Igbo sometimes, I don't want to use this word, criminal in nature, but let me try to expatiate more or elaborate more on this very matter. People, most especially our Igbo brothers, try to use every opportunity to make something out of nothing. Yes, why did I say so? Because this IPOB of 18 have been there for a very long time, starting from the time of Ojukwu, then come to the time of Masob, which is Waraf or Wazirike. People use it in one, that is, trying to even sabotage their own brothers, their own family members, simply because of what they stand to gain. Nobody is sponsoring them, just simply because they want to use it also to do what? To sabotage their own self, their own brothers, family and friends, and even their own region. That is what they have been known for. So let us not discard this very fact. You get the point now? Nevertheless, so we shall continue to expose and destroy the contracted infiltrators, distractors, and the criminals prepared to blackmail the peaceful struggle led by IPOB. Nobody should impersonate IPOB in this way, because IPOB is a peaceful movement seeking independence from the Nigerian state or Nigerian country. We mean business, and many have paid with their lives for the struggle. We are not like those fighting for their stomach freedom fighters. Yes, of course, that is what I'm trying to say then. People are just using it as their own stomach infrastructure or stomach freedom fighters. Well, this word, it took me. This one off me completely. Mazin Dubisi Wekalao and his co-conspirators in the fake IPOB youth wing should cease and desist from this activity, or they will say, had we known. Impersonation of IPOB is prohibited under the law of IPOB and is punishable offense by the IPOB in general, whether you are abroad or you are at home. Once you impersonate IPOB, the penalty there is one your booters will tell you, because I got people in the morning. That spirit of impersonation, they will flog them out of your system. Then you will know that so my good people, we are proceeding. Back on, I hear this one though. People are out there. They shall say no money for ATM. Even most of the ATM that they want to disperse cash, they will just give you 500 naira or 1,000 naira. Look at the Fidelity Bank managing director. They don't send that one to prison, because they don't carry the new naira note. They do whatever they like. That is Nigeria for you. That is Nigeria for you. When you are crying, people are using that opportunity to make billions out of it. And tomorrow they will call you that they have the interest of masses at heart, just like these people that are crying more than the bereaved, APC. They say, oh, the governors have gone to meet the president, and the president will give them feedback on the next 7 days, that they show concern for ordinary Nigerians. Who said so? Which concern are they showing for ordinary Nigerians? When the ASU was on trial for complete good 8 months, I never see the governors gathered and go to meet the president or even the minister of education to know how they are going to salvage the problem. When train attack, when the bandits kidnap people, Abuja that spent over 3 months in the den of the kidnappers, the governors did not bother to go and meet the presidency so that they can discuss on how to free those people that are being held hostage. We have been in a first custody. We have it for complete good 5 months. The governors did not even bother to speak anything or to go and meet the president. But simply because this new naira note, this exchange, this the design of the printing, repenting of new naira note, and they are still putting the law that the deadline for the old naira note or old currency to lose its legal tender ends this February 10th. Everybody now they don't raise their eyebrow, simply because this one now affects them so much. It won't allow them for the vote buying, and it will allow them to bribe the INEC officials, because that is how these people, they don't do transfer. You know why? If they do transfer, the banks and the EFCC, they will trace who made the transfer and what the money is being meant for. So that is why they always like to. That is, in Nigeria is the only country that carries money in Ghana must goes to bribe people. And that money they're being given to them, they cannot take it to bank because they'll be scared of EFCC to investigate them. That is how we keep losing focus, or we keep losing the naira note, because all these people that are being bribed with Ghana must goes, they carry it like that and they go and store it in their warehouses. That is how they keep storing money. These people, all these our politicians, they have rooms whereby when you enter, if you enter that room, my dear, if you see the kind of money that these people store in those rooms, you will faint, and they have to resurrect you. That is why you see they are complaining, because Ghana must go or bullion van will never work for this 2023 election. Everybody now is complaining. They are starting to show concern about Nigerians who have been in poverty for over good 8 years of this administration. They didn't complain. The governors did not even bother. People are dying every day. People are being killed on daily basis. The governors do not bother. Even in their various states, insecurity is ravaging. They didn't bother to meet the president to discuss what are they going to do, because all those people being killed are still the poor masses, not the rich ones. Yet, all of them kept silent. But now, everybody now, they have started to show concern, because the policy they put now have affected them both internally and externally. And you tell me this country is a country that have planned to move forward? The cabals in Asoroko, the cabals that have already planned on how, or the money that have they dumped on how they will rig the election, all of them now is out there crying. I hope that the president will not come back again and tell us another different story. It might be difficult now, but this advice is for all of us. Let us be wise. Let us be wise in our approach. All these politicians or whoever opponent paying you people peanuts to go and protest and destroy government facilities, it is never the way. Because the more you destroy all these facilities, the more you are giving them room to make more money with your own head. Because tomorrow they will tell you they have borrowed 52 trillion naira to repair what is damaged during the protest of naira redesign and fuel scarcity. And you will be there and say, why now? Why are they doing this? But you are the one that caused it. If you don't destroy it, they will not have more room to steal. But you people keep on doing all these things. It won't help us, and it will not lead us to anywhere. So please, let us be what? Let us be guided. Let us read this news of this MD of Fidelity Bank. What happens and why she was being sentenced to prison. The managing director of Fidelity Bank, Nneka Onyale Ikpe, alongside Ezinwa Unu Iboji, the bank secretary, has been sentenced by a magistrate court at Oba, Lagos State to 6 weeks imprisonment over the disobedience of the garnished order of a court restraining the bank from allowing a judgment debtor access to his account. Magistrate Lateef Owolabi gave the sentence subsequent to a garnish order he gave on December 6 of 2022, asking 16 banks not to allow a judgment debtor, Prince Enebululu Osaze, access to his bank accounts pending the payment of 2.8 million naira judgment debt in suit involving the sale of a Toyota Corolla car. In the main suit, Magistrate Owolabi had given judgment on October 13, 2022 in favor of the plaintiff, Jibril Ahmed, who sued the defendant over the payment of the money, the said amount, 2.8 million, he made to the defendant for the purchase of a Toyota Corolla car. Magistrate Owolabi in the judgment said that the claim before the court is a summons used in action for debt or liquidated money demand with or without interest. Liquidated demand, according to him, is one ascertainable as a matter of arithmetic precision without further investigations. He then said, I, the Chief Magistrate Court of Oba, Lagos, has sentenced examine the whole process filed by the claimant and hold that the claimant is entitled to judgment not necessarily because of the defendant is absent, but because the claimant had made a case worthy of being entitled to judgment. The totalities of evidence presented are relevant and reliable according to magistrate in Oba, Lagos State. The magistrate thereafter entered the judgment against the defendant in the sum of 2.8 million naira, which is due to the claimant over the transaction that took place in July of 2022. In order to reap the fruit of the judgment, the claimant's lawyer, Alayo Akambi, filed a garnishing proceeding before the court and attached 17 banks and asked the court to stop the banks from allowing the defendant to withdraw money from his accounts with them pending the liquidation of the debt which he owed. The garnishing order was granted on December 6 of 2022. However, on January 25th of 2023, the claimant, now judgment creditor, deposited to an affidavit before the court where he showed that the garnishing order had been floated by the Fidelity Bank. He showed instances of how the judgment debtor had been withdrawing funds from his account to the extent that he had depleted the funds in his account with Fidelity Bank. He claimed that the judgment debtor has 3,165,759 naira 0.5 kobo in his account with Fidelity Bank as at the January 12th of 2023, when the guarantee order was served on the bank. By January 15, the 3 days after service, the judgment debtor had withdrawn 725,547 naira 80 kobo from the account. The following day, January 16th, another 251,305,090 kobo was transferred out of the bank. On January 17th, the legal officer of the bank, Obiano Junwosu, confirmed service on the bank as at December 22, 2022, and further apologized for the transaction on the account. On January 18 again, 2023, the court ordered that the managing director and the company secretary to appear in person before the court to explain why they should not be committed to prison for allowing the judgment debtor to dissipate the funds in his account after the service of garnishee order niche. At the proceeding on Monday, February 6, the managing director and the company were not in court as ordered. The lawyer to the judgment creditor told the court how the two had disobeyed the garnishee order of the court. Magistrate Owolabi, in his ruling, sentenced the managing director and the company secretary to 6 weeks imprisonment each. He further ordered the Lagos State Commissioner of Police and any officer under his command to arrest the two, bring them to court for onward transfer to the appropriate correctional center. This one, what would I call it? Because tomorrow now it will settle, and this case will be no more. And the person being the client, the bereaved, will be crying more. That is one problem we have in Nigeria. Photo EFCC that arrest Abuja bank manager for holding 29 million naira new naira notes. That is the problem now. They have contacted him to hide the money so that during the election he will release it to the same people who have kept us in abject poverty. A commercial bank manager has been arrested in Abuja by Economic and Financial Commission EFCC for allegedly holding new naira notes. The senior bank official reportedly refused to load the newly redesigned 1,500 and 200 naira note to his bank's automated teller machines ATM for people to withdraw. Nigeria News report that there have been a series of lamentations across Nigeria states over the tussle in getting the new naira note following the deadline for accepting the old notes, which is currently set for February 10th. Confirming the arrest of the bank operation manager, EFCC spokesperson Wilson Owajerun said the individual hoarded the sum of 29 million naira of the redesigned naira notes in the branch vaults. You see it? Have you seen it? And people are complaining there is no money. According to the Owajerun, before the bank official was weeks away for further questioning, the operatives ordered the loading of all the ATMs. The EFCC also ensured payment across the counter to the customer's delight who had spent hours in queues without getting the new naira notes. The anti-corruption agency stated that the latest discovery indicates a sabotage of the government's monetary policy by some banks. Those banks have been paid for. They have been paid for. They have been paid to hide all this naira, all these currencies. That is how bad it is. The EFCC spokesperson added that operatives covered more than 5 bank branches today in the Federal Capital Territory. Nigeria News understand that the operation was in continuation of the surveillance and visit to the banks across the country to assess their vaults and verify whether they are deliberately refusing to dispense cash. The EFCC said it would continue the raid until normalcy is restored to the banking system, urging Nigerians finding it difficult to access the funds at any bank and suspect foul play to contact the commission, and the commission is weighing into action because these people are not smiling. You get the point now? The last year but not least, P2B, Tinubu has ordered Fani Kayode, Keyamo and Adamu Garuba to release a video called Killer Punch, Obidati Presidential Campaign Council. The Obidati Presidential Campaign Council, PCC, has said there is a ploy by the media heirs of the All Progressive Congress APC presidential candidate Bola Tinubu to carry out a smear campaign called the Killer Punch on the person of the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi. The Presidential Campaign Council stated that, having realized that they may not stand a chance in the upcoming presidential election, the APC Campaign Council has resorted to character assassination. The Campaign Council alleged that the smear campaign is being spearheaded by Femi Fani-Kayode, Festus Keyamo, and Adamu Garuba. Speaking via a statement signed by the head of the media of the PCC, Diran Onifade, and made available to Nigeria News, the council disclosed that the trio are set to release a video dubbed the Killer Punch. The statement reads, having failed in all their plans to win the February 25th election and seeing their campaign drilling on all fronts, Tinubu's media handlers, led by the trio of Femi, FFK, Festus Keyamo, and the San, and Adamu Garuba, are set to release a video they termed Killer Punch. What is the Killer Punch all about? Go straight to the point. Why are you jumping up and down? Already, they have been releasing snippets of documentary on social media without getting any attention, as people already know about their desperation to drag down Obi, who they rightly know is far ahead. This documentary is lies and falsehood, which they have fabricated, attempt to portray Mr. Obi as a drug peddler, killer, and sexual pervert, among other innuendos in their fertile imagination. Already, the Obidati Media Office is aware that they are a product of a strategy session between Tinubu and selected members of his media team, where Tinubu reportedly accused his media handlers of not punching to knock out and not doing enough to halt Obi's unprecedented progress. Politics is a game of lies as long as Nigeria is concerned. Diran stated that Tinubu subsequently called for more wide propaganda from his aides, so the electorate would question the moral stance of Peter Obi. The PCC, however, stated that they were amused at the efforts of the APC made evident by their frustrations. Diran boasted that the former Anambra State Governor remains the most fact-checked among the four top presidential candidates, adding that he is the only one running an issue-driven campaign, not other ones that they keep insulting and insulting. They have even insulted their own principal, which is President Muhammadu Buhari. That is from their presidential candidate, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. This instruction of a flattering presidential candidate to his media team to bring down the Labour Party flag bearer at all costs is a clear indication of their hopelessness, that they have failed at the poll. We at the Obidati Media Campaign Office have all the details of their mechanizations, including some anti-Obi persons already contacted for a role in the so-called Killer Punch documentary, and also the release of 500 million naira for this failed smear campaign. Hey, see money, hey. All this money, where are they going to recover it? From Nigerian economy now that is dying. International media recently did a comprehensive check on the fake news generated on the Labour Party flag bearer, which highlights designs to cast aspirations on this new awakening that beckons from Nigeria and indeed Africa. Another sponsored video is also going around, dishing out libelous and unsubstantiated lies against Obi's clearly outstanding 8-year tenure as governor of Anambra State. Clearly, this will not be the last of the despicable media lies and falsehood that this APC government or their presidential candidate is trying to perpetrate against Peter Obi, whom his hands is wide clean, that nobody is going to indict him. We assure the Nigerian people and our supporters in Nigeria and globally of our candidates unflinching focus on this month's election and the impossibility of any distraction. regardless of all mechanizations, the statement added. And that is what we get for my fans this morning, that these people have been doing anything humanly possible to make sure that they do what? That they bring Obi down. They have tried on Atiku, and Atiku, they brought out their own evidence. The two of them, they went inside their home and settled their differences. Now, nobody is hearing about Faith Kiyame again, shouting on top of his voice, I will do this to presidential candidate of PDP. I will sue him, and giving the commission 72 hours to bring Atiku to book. Now, everything has died down. These people think that we are fools. They are using the head of every Nigerian, over 200 million people, I mean 216 million people, using it to drink garri. Bringing these people calling out or calling different interviews and media houses and meetings concerning this issue. At a point, everything just quenched like fire. What happened? Where is the dignity of this man called Festus Keyamo? A son, for that matter. His own son, they just give him that one a title. I don't think it's a merit. I don't think this man go to school to merit to be a son in this country called Nigeria, man. This is too much to take now. How can a son be behaving like ordinary charge and bail lawyer? Ordinary lawyer Eliza, or what will I call it? A son, for that matter. Anyway, it is not their fault. They let them go and try this thing in other developed countries, and they will have themselves to be blamed, because Nigeria is a lawless country. We have no any single respect for human rights and other things. Anyway, my good people of Biafra, the lovers of freedom and lovers of mankind, and also Nigeria, you people are not forgotten. My Muslim brothers and sisters and those ones who love what I'm doing, this is where we are coming to the end of this broadcast. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please I'm begging you, like, share, comment, and also make any of my content which you like most, let it go viral, because as you hear it, other people out there will also want to partake on the wisdom that is attached to it. So this is where I am going to carry my kaya and I am leaving. Please, if you have never gotten your PVC, go and get one, because this 2023, February 25th, is a fight to finish for all these old cabals who have held our country hostage for how many decades now. Get your PVC, vote wisely, and also make sure you defend your vote. Until I come your way again, I still remain Okute Daily Talk. I never change. This is where we speak to you the undiluted truth about Nigeria, about Biafra struggle, and about the world and globe at large. So feel free to visit our website or our YouTube channels and contribute your own quota, how we are going to make things better for us in this country. Have a nice day, my people. I bless you, the God the Father, the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Bye for now. Kemesiano.